welcome back to my channel. This is Gail. Thank you for joining me today. I have just a quick video for you. I've been kind of inactive because I have been devoting all my time to making these masks, but I have a quick haul that I wanted to share with y'all. So, pardon me. So I've been sewing these masks like crazy all week. I put my paper crafting on hold for these. Now, I will say that I am not a seamstress whatsoever. I'm a very basic sewist. As you can see, all my masks came out different sizes, and but they all function, they all work. Now, I have made these using the Lori Noonan Maker tutorial, except that instead of having ear bands, I put my elastic on the long sides, and I used headbands from the Dollar Tree as my elastic, and the mask goes all the way around the face. So I have made them reversible so that you will know which side has been out, because you don't want to put it on your face and then put it on backwards where the outside germs go on your face and you're breathing those in. And we all know these are not approved for COVID-19, but I have a very, very dear friend who is a nurse in the ICU at Emory Midtown in Atlanta, and she asked me for some of these, and so I have made some for her. I've made some for friends and family just to wear as an extra layer of protection. Now this one, I made it the same, but you're gonna have to remember, okay, Ron's on one side and Hermione and Harry are on the other side. So I've just been making these masks. This is what I've been doing all week and just giving them away. I said I was gonna sew until I'm out of fabric. I'm almost out of elastic. I don't think I'll ever run out of fabric, but I don't have any more elastic, so I won't be making any more. I'm not going out. I'm staying home. I'm doing my part. You guys, this is really serious. I've been at home for 2 weeks now, and if everyone would just stay home now, we could nip it in the bud. But here's the glue I got. This is the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. It was really cheap with the code from Craft Purge. Is that my cat making noise? If I get interrupted, someone's probably going to wake up. So this glue all ended up being 20 bucks. It's a $30 set of glue. It was on sale for $25. There was a 20% off coupon and free shipping, so I got all this glue for 20 bucks. And I honestly can't wait to bust into it. I've been waiting to open it till I could do a video. I just want to check in on everyone. Like, how is your mental health? How are you holding up? Is everything okay? Like, I feel like look at that. I feel like I am okay. I've been staying really busy sewing the mask. I've had all my stuff, and you know, I took this warning seriously, and I stocked up on everything about 3 weeks ago, and I have been home for 2 weeks. Okay, well, maybe I should have opened this. Okay, well, you know, when you're not smart, you're not. I haven't had my coffee. I really miss my daily Starbucks runs, I'm not gonna lie. Starbucks is open, and I work at Starbucks actually, and they are open, and everyone that's there is there by choice. They're paying hazard pay. I actually was eligible for a 2-week catastrophe pay because I had possible exposure and I had to isolate for days to make sure I wasn't sick, and I'm not sick, so that's great. This is the Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. This is the refill. Okay, so just the 4 ounce, I want to say, was $12 or something. But I got all this glue for 20 bucks. So I got 15 ounces of glue with the little tip set and all that for 20 bucks. So I think that's a really good price. Everyone seems to be swearing by it. I do have some art glitter glue left, but I'm almost done with it. So the only glues that I have on hand right now, besides a little bit of art glitter glue left, and it's so low that it's really hard to get, you know, when you turn it upside down. But I picked these up at Tuesday morning. They're okay. You know, for the 3 bucks each I paid for them, I have used them. Why is this? Is there black stuff on this glue? What is happening? But I've used these glues, and they're okay. I've used this one more for sticking on, like, plastic things and whatnot, and I've only really used this sticky thumb on paper. But I used this on trim and fabric and onto paper, and it worked pretty well. And of course I always have my handy Fabri-Tac, but that's just, sometimes that gets hard to work with. Okay, monthly giveaway, tag us Barely Arts. So I really, next time, I'm finishing some swaps now. I put my swaps on hold to do the masks for a week. So I've been sewing the mask all week, but tomorrow is going to be Sunday, the 29th, and I'm going to start back my paper crafting. But I don't think I'm going to open this and use it. You guys have all seen everyone hauling this and using it. I'm sure it's great. I'm really excited about trying that out. There goes my cat. Stop it. No. That's you. This is none of your business. None of your business, Claude. Come here. Come say hi. If you're going to be in here, come give the viewers what they want. No, you can't eat that. Stop it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. My cat was trying to eat. I had to be so careful. He was trying to eat the little pieces of the headbands that I cut out for my elastic. I hope I have, okay, I have a few more. I have only 1, 2, 3 masks to sew. So these masks are super easy. You are just going to put your fabric right sides together. Okay, and I have put some interfacing on my fabric. I didn't do a great job about measuring and stuff. Just my fabric I measured on my Cricut, but the interfacing I just cut it pretty close and put it on there. I wasn't super picky. Now mine aren't perfect, as you can see, like that the top stitches aren't straight, the seams aren't matching on the sides, whatever, they're functional. But you're just going to want to put your fabrics front side together. Now this is how I pinned my elastic. So I pinned my elastic like this. So I took the long side. Now if you wanted to be precise, you could mark your seam allowance and make sure that all your corners lined up. As you can see here, mine don't line up. See, like that is so uneven, but you know what, it freaking works. And after you sew like 100 of these things, it gets really old. But I feel like that's all I can be doing. Like I have to stay home, so why not? But basically I just pinned my elastics like that, you know, pinned the other one this way, left myself an opening, sewed, you know, backstitch here, sewed all the way around. I backstitched several times over the elastics. So all the way down here, give yourself a 2-inch opening, flip it outside, flip it right side out, and then you're just going to make your little pleats, 3 little pleats. It doesn't matter which way they go as long as they're all going the same way. And then you come through and you're gonna, you know, I pressed mine. I use this, oh my gosh, guys. This little Cricut mini press is like your best friend for sewing. It is flippin' awesome. I love it. So I was pressing everything with everything down, and then you're just going to do a top stitch all the way around. Now the only trouble I had on top stitching was I had to start after the elastic. If you try to start right here, it was having a hard time going through, and it was just sewing one spot. As you see, like probably like right here. That's what happened. But anyway, so just, and then you go through, pin your pleats, top stitch all the way around, and you're good to go. And like I said, I do like using 2 different pieces of fabric for the front and back, so that way whoever wears it knows which side was out, which side isn't. But I digress. Now I also got an AliExpress haul. Now this was some wax seals that I ordered, and I have an update on my sequins. I've had them open. Now these weren't wet, but the rest of these were wet, but I have kind of left them, well, not this one. Crap, I thought they were open. So I thought I left them open, but they seem to be drying out pretty well. Like, see this one, I just left open. It was really wet. And I'm probably still going to have to spread it out and dry it off. It's been a couple weeks now. But that was just super annoying. I've never had that happen, and I hope it doesn't happen again. Wet on the inside sequins. Okay, so there's all the sequins I got from AliExpress, and I need to order more, actually. I'm not going to box stores, I'm not going to Jan's, I'm not going to Michael's. I know they have curbside pickup, but I just don't think those people should be out there working, and I'm not going to support businesses that stay open during this time. Now, these weren't, I felt like these weren't true to color. I thought these were going to be more like teal-ish. And what'd you bring me, baby? Oh. Okay, go get it. He likes to play fetch. Only cat I've ever had that plays fetch. This is super green, like forest green. But luckily, I just bought, which I'm supposed to be on a no-buy. I know, but I keep going crazy because I'm stuck at home and I want lots of stuff to do. So I had bought, oh, here's, we'll just include this in the haul. I bought the Magical Forest. And I think this will go with Magical Forest. So I'm not even mad. I will use that. So I got the little peachy sheep deal. So there's the paper. And the bows and like the, I call these like the planner stickers. These are like the sticker book. Oh, cute. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. So, but I have some more Magical Forest on the way. It's so whimsical and cute, and it really reminds me of my mom. If my mom was still alive, I would have made her a project with this. So I think for Mother's Day, I'm going to make something that I would have made for my mom and just keep it for myself, because, you know, we never keep things for ourselves. We craft and we give everything away. So, sorry I dropped all my sequins. From Haley, who is Supreme Glitter Queen on Instagram, I bought some sequins mixes, and these are freaking awesome. I love them. So this is like a Valentine's one. I might tuck that away and just save it for Valentine's. This one would be great with unicorns. It's like blue and pink and purple. I'm going to use that with my unicorn stuff. This is super bright colors. I love this. And there's some like little mini tiny flowers in there and some seed beads. And I think I'll be using this for bloom. It just kind of screams bloom to me. Yellow, blue, purple, pink. So cute. This, I don't know, will this go with the Magical Forest? I'm going to use this with Magical Forest maybe. It's got some yellow. I think it would also really go with Willow Lane. Actually, no, this is the one I'm going to use on Magical Forest. Look at this. Freaking amazing. So she was selling these little sequins for $2, which is a great buy. And I think, oh my gosh, yes, look at that. I might put some blue in here. But this is going to be Magical Forest. I mean, it's like it was meant. So thank you, Haley, so much for that. That was a good money well spent, because I don't have a lot of sequins, and I really need to bulk up my stash of sequins. My cat's driving me nuts right now. I think he's bringing me a toy he wants me to. What'd you bring me? Come here. The one time you don't get up here and say hi to my followers. Look how big he is now. Okay. He doesn't like me anymore? Okay. But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to come on and check and see how everyone's doing, and really just stress the importance of how important it is to stay home. Now, I know some people think this isn't a real thing and that it's not serious and that it doesn't apply to them. But if you have friends on the front lines, just ask them how it's going. I have a friend who is a nurse in the ICU, and just being explained what reverse triage is. So normally you go to the emergency room, you're about to die. They're going to use all their resources and everything they have, every person they have, all the equipment they have to try to save your life, okay? Because you're on the brink of death. Well, now with COVID-19, they have to go reverse triage. If you were about to die or you're going to die, they can't use their resources on you. They're going to have to use their resources on the people they think that can recover. And that's frightening, guys. To imagine going to the emergency room and being so sick and not being able to breathe, and they have to just choose to let you go. And that's frightening. And honestly, it's shocking, and it is traumatizing. So I just want to check in and see how everyone is doing. This is a traumatizing time in our life. We may not realize it right now, but it is very serious. We all need to take this seriously. And if all we can do is stay home, then that's what we need to do. You know, we're not being asked to go to war. We're not being asked to fight. We're not being asked to be on the front lines. They're telling us to stay at home and chill. Myself, I've been doing all the sewing, crafting, and right now, today, I'm going to devote my day. I'm going to do a victory garden this year. I'm going to plant a really big garden, just in case the food supply is limited for a month or 2 months to come. I'll have plenty of vegetables coming in through my garden, and then I will be doing my part. I can give friends my extra produce, and I will leave more at the grocery store for people who can't garden. So those are the things I'm doing. I'm trying to stay sane. I really hope everyone is well. Drop me a line in the comments. Let me know how you're passing your time. Let me know what you're doing with your family. We're just kind of chilling. We bought Animal Crossing, doing puzzles, that kind of stuff, and just resting. And it's just, don't beat yourself up if you're not getting stuff done. We are traumatized right now. This is not a good place to be. So stay positive, focus on the positive, stay home, hang out with your family, sew, do crafts, do puzzles, play video games. And if we all stick together, we can come through this hopefully better and take some good out of it and have learned something. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, as well as we can, staying home. Drop me a line. Let me know what you're doing to stay home and stay sane. Are you doing more cooking? You know, I think I have friends beating themselves up saying, oh, I should be cleaning my house. I have all this time. But I don't think people realize we're kind of stressed and anxious right now, and it's okay to not be okay. That's okay. So just drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you have been COVID buying, because you know you have to order everything. Obviously these I ordered a long time ago, but the Magical Forest and the Barely Arts glue I just ordered. I want to say I used the code on the last day, which was Saturday, and this came in the mail days ago. Like, it came so quick, so I know that they are really fast at shipping. They reached out to me already. They I think it's a small, you know, family-owned business, and I was just really happy with the service so far, and I will let you know how I like the glue. So have a great crafty day, and I will see you in the next video.